Hello, this is Sarah. Today we are doing a mod overview showcase of my upcoming mod, what is called the Odd Job Overhaul. This mod makes the odd jobs way better in my opinion, so we'll get over the details in a few seconds, but this is Lana Winter. She is my mod testing sim. I will upload her on the gallery if you are interested in downloading her and putting her in your game. She tests all my mods. So also the mod is out right now, but not while I'm filming it. I'm still working on a few spelling mistakes and stuff that I've missed, so please don't mind those. If you see them, however, while you are playing, while using the mod in your game, please let me know, because sometimes I just overlook over things, especially with this mod. I just had to write so many things. Create like so many stories. It took a lot of time. So let's just get into this Patreon post of the details that are included in this mod. So at the moment this post is not uploaded yet. It's a draft on my Patreon. This post probably will be edited. Pictures are not added to this post. It's very basic right now, but yes, the Odd Job Overhaul mod version 1. So I'm just not going to read the first thing because it's basically what it says over here. It's what's included in this mod. So this mod adds 20 new odd jobs, and more will be added with every update. There are, this is like the best part ever, buffs to every different outcome of every job, including EAs. Yes, that's right. After every job that you finish, you will have a critical failure, or failure, success, or great success outcome. So every outcome will now have a buff. The next thing is that all odd jobs now show the duration of the odd job. Like, that was one of the things that frustrated me the most, is that when you, like, if you wanted to do like a 2-hour or 3-hour odd job quickly before you still went to work, or just after school, then you had no idea how long that job would take, because literally some jobs take like 6 hours, others takes like 2 hours. And when I looked into the EA's files, I was like, yeah, I'm changing that. I'm gonna add the duration so you can see how long a job takes. Then next is, and now you gain a small amount of skill while doing a job. So even if you have a critical failure or a failure, success or great success, your sim will gain a little bit of skill. Like, it's a very small amount of skill. Most of the time it is the same skill as the skill that is required. But sometimes, because of the outcome, it all depends on the outcome, they will gain a different skill. And even for the jobs that have a no skill requirement, but it's not included with every job. Like, there are only like a few jobs that have a skill gain, and it's a very, very small amount of skill. And talking about the skill gain, the one thing is, if you have high school years, every outcome of a job will give you the entrepreneurial skill. I don't know how to pronounce that, sorry, but you will gain a little bit, like a very small amount of that skill. EA already included it to their own odd jobs, but only for critical failure and great success, what made no sense to me. So I've added the small amount of skill to every single outcome. Okay, next. With critical failure, there is a chance you will gain a fear. The dead end job is not included because I hate that fear. It's so annoying. Like, it makes no sense. You'll gain that fear very quickly, and it's a pain to get rid of this fear. There is only a 25% chance you will get a fear, and at the moment it's only for 2 different odd jobs. It's for the diving instruction odd job from EA, and for the cave odd job, where you have to go in the cave. So for the diving instruction, of course, it will be fear of swimming if you have critical failure, and for the cave odd jobs, it's afraid of the dark. So yeah, like I said, dead end job is not included because it just really, really frustrates me. And I was like, I'm not going to add that to every critical failure of every odd job, because I want to enjoy playing with odd jobs and not having this stupid dead-end job fear. Okay, enough about that. The next one is a optional. it is edit or remove preferences depending on the outcome of the job. I'm not sure if I'm 100% clear about this, well, when it's written like that, but it basically means that if your sim, there's this like photography wedding, we have to take wedding photos at a beach odd job. It's an EA odd job. And for this one, like, for example, if you get great success of this job, you will gain likes photography preference. If you at that very moment have the dislike photography preference, the disliked photography preference will be deleted and you will not get the like photography preference. Sorry, it's a whole mouthful. If you're currently neutral about it and you get great success for that wedding photography odd job, then when you're neutral, you will gain the like. But if you already disliked it, you will just have the dislike removed and feel neutral about it. Because I wanted to have it like 3 different steps and not like, oh my god, you dislike it and now you like it. Like, that makes no sense. So you will also have like a little notification that will pop up and it says like added or dislike added, or like removed or dislike removed. The same counts for that same job, and then if you have critical failure, it will say dislike added for photography or like removed for photography. So yeah, it gives a lot more depth and consequences to the odd jobs, but that one is optional. Also, before we get into the requirements, for the optional, you can add, as it here says optional, you can add the preference plus by Helene. I'm so hoping I'm pronouncing that correctly. I have contacted her and I was allowed to use her files for the for her preferences. Adds a lot more to the game. So I've added those files in my odd jobs, so there's a possibility you will gain a like or dislike from her preference plus. If you do not download the preference plus, but you do want to have the optional edit or remove preferences depending on the outcome of the job, and you don't download her preference plus mod, it's fine, it still works. However, it will just not add the preferences from her mod. So it will only add the photography preference. I think that's one from The Sims, right? Or likes gardening. It will just add the Sims own preferences and not the preferences that is from the preference plus mod by Helene. Next we have the mood override is a optional. That's for me. It's basically just all the very moods. You like have very flirty or very energized, whatever. All those, they have different names because I was just annoyed with it. So it's optional. You can edit. You don't have to edit. Okay, next. Requirements. DLC Island Living is required because the odd jobs comes with Island Living. Then the next one is the mood pack by, I don't know how to pronounce that. I've tried so many times. I think it's like Lumpinu. That's how I would say it. I don't know. Oh, so embarrassing. But the mood pack is required. So if you don't download it, I think the moods are just gonna be very weird. So it's not optional, you have to download that. It just gives a lot more different moods in the game. So yeah, that was basically this whole Patreon post. Let's just get into the game. But yes, here to have a overview of what I mean with the duration. So here, this is from EA themselves. As you can see, I have added the duration in the text that says this is 2 hours, that one is 4 hours, we got a 3 hour, and then this one is like 5 hours. Yeah, so you can see how long this job will take. The reason I've added it in the text is just because that was easier for me. I made it green so you can have a look, and it's also in bold, so it really stands out. Okay, but I'm currently seeing that the skinny dipping, is the only odd job that I've created that's currently in here. But that's also the one we are going to have a look at. So this one says skinny dipping. I challenge you to join my skinny dipping challenge. How comfortable are you in your body? The rules are simple. No swimwear allowed. Takes you 3 hours, duration 3 hours. Recommended skill, none. So just a FYI, I have edited the skinny dipping files so we can gain a like or dislike with any outcome right now, and the buff will always be there. Oh yeah, and I added the fear. So currently I added the swimming fear and I made it like 100% chance, just so we can have a look what it looks like. This is like one of my favorite jobs that I've created, so I wanted to use this one and I wanted to add everything of the possible outcomes that you can get. So yeah, just select it and then click OK. Then it will show up in here. This is of course your odd job rating, how many stars you have at the moment, the time when it will start, so like 10 minutes. Recommended skill is at the moment none, and then if you hover over, like if you like hold your mouse right there, then again it will say the description and also the duration will show. So yeah, let's just have our sim do the odd job he'll make very, very soon. So yeah, now she's going to do her, and we'll say Lana is off to work. So she finished her job and we get the buff happy. And that's because, let's go into our notification. Well, she has successfully finished this odd job. So I've created all these texts and it took me forever. But yes, it says Lana was not the first one to arrive at the beach. There were a few other Sims already joining the skinny dipping challenge. Lana had to take a deep breath before she felt comfortable enough to take off her clothes and her swimwear. She covered her private areas with her hands while she slowly walked into the ocean. And after a while, Lana started to feel more comfortable in her skin and enjoyed her time in the water. So because she has a success, she has gained the success buff. All the buffs have a 5+, as you can see, happy +5. Even the ones that are angry and stuff, so be careful, because I already had my sim die, because at first I made them all 10+, and then my sim died of anger, so I changed them all back to 5. So it says, great time from odd job. The challenge Lana enjoyed made her feel more comfortable in her own skin. Yes, I already fixed that spelling mistake. I fixed it. I just didn't for some reason add it to this file. I thought I did, but I did not. Okay, so she came back from swimming. Then, like I said before, I have added a fear to this one with 100% chance. So, but that's only for the preview here. So now it says, whoa, that water looks pretty deep. Lana flashes back to all the scary experience of being in the water. She would rather not experience that vast and terrifying expanse again. So like I said before, some of the odd jobs will give you a 25% of chance of gaining a fear. Then next we have our like added, and this is one of the likes from the preference plus mod. So yeah, it says like added. Lana has discovered that she likes nudity. Yeah, I thought that'd be a really fun like to add. So now the preference is also added to the likes and dislike tab over here. As you can see, it says now likes nude. So if for some reason she would get like failure or critical failure, and for that critical failure or failure, it would have the dislike nudity preference. It will basically mean that at this point she will just get the nude preference removed. It would not give her the dislike nude because she at the moment likes nudity, so it will give her a neutral opinion. Then also, as you can see, the fair swimming is added. And yeah, that was basically it for the odd jobs overhaul mod. That's everything I have added so far. In the future I have a few more few other ideas, but the main focus for me was really to give my Sims consequences of doing a certain odd job. So I do think that's basically it for this mod. So if you have any comments or questions, just comment them down below. And I will reply to every single question. And like I said, the mod is out right now while you are watching this video. So yes. Okay, well, thank you for watching. Bye.